Are we back again? What's that?
We're back.
There you go. We're back. Are we picked up the feed again, or where are we at? It's a bit of a comedy show today.
We haven't even got to the banter section yet.
We haven't even got to the good stuff yet, so I guess we lost everybody as well. This time we lost it. We lost it. Picked it up. Anyway, here we are in this. Starlink to be faster than fiber. Yikes, caramba. Yeah, okay. There you go. And it says that Elon says that version, the launch will be in 6 to 9 months, and it'll be faster than fiber, like crazy. I already have Starlink on my roof, so there you go. I'll have faster.
And is it faster than fiber?
Well, it's great. It actually works. It works great. I mean, I've had it for 2 years, and then I have this bigger Starlink dish, and then I have another dish that it's portable. I can take it anywhere, so I have internet wherever I go. And it can actually works up to 160 kilometers an hour. So there you go.
What's also amazing is kind of like if you also have a generator in your house, and then there's like a massive storm or something, and everybody's incommunicado, you're sat there happy as Larry, aren't you? Still got the internet, still got your power.
There you go. This one's kind of cool. This is a fully autonomous bulldozer. Check this out and play this clip. Don't play the music though. So this dozer here has about 8 to 10 hours of runtime, weighs about 32 tons, goes to 80% charge in 50 minutes, and it's a 300 kilowatt charging speed, and it's man teleoperation autonomously. There you go, 36-inch steel tracks. Look at that. Crazy. You can play video games. So all those people that are working on their skills in video games, now they can drive a tractor, or a cat. Not a cat, but a dozer. Elon Musk tweeted this out 9 years ago that says, ramping up autopilot software team at Tesla to achieve generalized full autonomy. It's coming upon us here. And here it is, I think it's June 15th, that a bunch of cybercabs will be operational in Austin, Texas. There you go. And look at Amazon.
It's pretty amazing that, though, isn't it? If you think about the implications, societal implications of that. Because right now, we're going through, in the West, particularly in the West, we're going through this period of like mass immigration, which has made a lot of people quite unhappy and has stretched a lot of resources and all the rest of it. But if this stuff comes off and it actually works, we could easily be in a situation where we don't need any immigration at all. That immigration just stops, because if it's justified based on worker, like demand for workers, that's not going to be an argument anymore, is it?
Amazon now deploys, we can play this clip, 750,000 robots across 75% of its orders. Look at that, eh? And they got the robot arms there, moving stuff around.
And again, really, Amazon.
That reminds me of those two arms there, where they're going to give you a needle, they're going to pull your pants down and give you a shot. Welcome to your next booster.
I think that it'll be most interesting when it's applied to agriculture, though, on a massive scale. It already is on a smaller scale, isn't it? But once agriculture goes fully kind of automated, that's going to just be a very interesting time, I think.
Meta also, I've talked with people at Meta actually on this, and they plan to launch AI-powered ad creation tools by the end of 2026. That means you won't need an ad agency. You just show them what you're trying to sell and all that stuff, and then Meta will create the ad for you and take the money right out of your bank account. There you go.
What jobs are going to be left for people? The only safe jobs that I can think of right now are politicians, basically. Because we're not going to accept AI politicians, are we?
You and I ranting about politicians, there's that.
Although, could an AI not just mimic our spiel?
I guess.
Our shtick?
Well, and then Porsche halts sales of the Taycan EVs in the UK over safety concerns, suspended all sales of first-gen Taycan EVs in UK following so they risk a fire in their battery modules. There you go. And then the best part of our show, and we're getting right down to the end. We're a little late here today, too, because we had a little bit of crunchy stuff, little crunchy. In the Are You Serious section. And we're back with Are You Serious? And the first one, sometimes it's just stuff that is interesting to look at, or like videos that are trending. And here's Mount Etna erupting. Here we got a clip that we'll play for you. And then we've got another angle of it here where people are fleeing from it here too. So. That's good. There you go.
Pretty scary. Italy, they've got a few problem volcanoes, haven't they? It's kind of scary.
I'm sure that Jasper, the guy who was speaking for the Jasper fires there, was likely going to come out and say that obviously was caused by climate change, wasn't it?
I think that's like the one natural disaster that isn't attributed to climate change. But
they just attributed earthquakes to it, so.
yeah, well, and racism. Oh no, that they are racist, not that racism causes them.
Right. So I'm wondering if this isn't that as well. Again, this is our Are You Serious section, so we can just say whatever we want. So chill.
There's got to be a way. There has to be a way to blame volcanoes and climate change. They just haven't thought of it yet, but it'll come.
They found Al Gore up there in the Arctic. He's worried about that the ice caps are growing, so there's Al Gore out there with a hairdryer trying to stop them from regrowing. Got an image of Al, do you not? There he is. There's Al. He should get a Dyson.
He's looking a bit worse for wear these days, isn't he?
He should get a Dyson.
He lost a lot of weight.
Hey, he should get a Dyson as well because it's got a lot more air pressure if he really wants to get something done up there. Yeah. And then this has made the rounds out there. Let's put the second clip up first with Cory Booker did a salute this weekend here. And it looked very similar to Elon Musk's, but mainstream media, then if you look at the headlines and go back to the other one there, Newsweek, same organization, 80 years after Auschwitz, Elon Musk keeps fascist salute alive. But then Cory Booker does it, and MAGA accuses Democratic Senator Cory Booker of doing Nazi salute. When they look, if you put them side by side, they're exactly the same, but two different headlines.
Yeah. What the hell was he thinking, Cory Booker? There, did he not see the news? Did he not see how much trouble Elon got in?
Yeah, and then they obviously found all these other ones out there, and but anyway, we'll leave that there. Waymo, lots of talk about Waymo and Tesla launching its thing. Here's a Waymo that went Waymo. It tried to go through a puddle at a very fast speed. Let's play the clip of the Waymo. Anyway, two things come to mind right away for that Waymo. The Tesla would have made it through there because it's electric and the water wouldn't have bothered it. Not like that one got flooded out. And the second part is, why is that Waymo going so fast through mud? Just think if that was even a smaller mud puddle there, or puddle. What about the guy on the sidewalk? So Waymo's going to give them a shower. Shower time, here comes the Waymo. There's quite a few Waymos out there. Actually, Waymo in San Francisco has now surpassed Lyft in San Francisco. There's like 6,000 running in San Fran, in the Silicon Valley area. And there's actually, Waymos are actually getting more bookings now than Lyft. Not as much as Uber.
Is that because they're cheaper?
I don't know. Some people say they'd rather be in a driverless car. They don't have to deal with the driver.
Well, there's been a few stories, hasn't there, of women that have been assaulted by their drivers. So maybe it's popular with women because then they know that they're safe. They don't have to worry about a sketchy fella.
But apparently, when it gets to like, I think originally they were more expensive, but I think once it gets to all of a sudden economies of scale, it will be way cheaper, and it'll get to the point. According to Elon Musk, it'll get to the point where it won't make sense to own a vehicle.
Happy days. Although there'll be lots of people that won't be happy about that, obviously. Like if it's possible to get control of all cars as a government or a corporation or something, then yeah, that would be scary, wouldn't it?
You putting your tinfoil hat on? Somebody accused us of wearing one earlier, so.
Well, it's not. I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? Obviously, if anything can be centralized like that and controlled at by the center, then tends to be the case that that's what happens. But then you have to actually read books to
Well,
arrive at that conclusion.
if anything, I know this is probably not popular. I would trust Elon Musk in control of my car than the government in control of my car. So there's that.
Wait, you would trust a Nazi? Bloody hell, mate.
And then this is the last one that I think is more hilarious than anything because it seemed to do a lot of screaming about it. So. Just leave it there.
Cheeky. I feel like it should have been the Democrat lorry or truck or whatever should be one over to the left.
One over to the left?
So it's taxpayer funds into the Democratic Party, then into USAID. Or even the Dem one can be at the top there because they direct that money into USAID.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is, or they have directed it. But it is, yeah, they do tend to pursue a lot of initiatives that are very much aligned with the philosophy of the Democratic Party, don't they? That it expands the Democratic Party's influence.
Yeah, I mean,
For sure.
There you go. Like, I mean, that story is probably the biggest story, political story of the century of what's happening with the auto pen, and that thing won't go away. So we'll see where that plays out. And then mainstream media definitely being devastated in the United States with being called out so many times. And again, Bill C-18 still exists here in Canada, and it suppresses free and independent media. And you can see the media, we showed you that story on who watches television. Like the main players in Canada, the national media in Canada, still rely on television, CTV and CBC, and Global is basically, you know, they closed their office here in Kelowna. I mean, they're not, if you go look at their stock chart, it doesn't look good. And if CTV didn't own Bell Media, if it wasn't owned by Bell Media and had all the cell phone stuff going on, CTV would probably likely be done as well.
Yeah, but it's worth subsidizing because it's an influence operation, isn't it? And that's, you know, usually you have to spend money to buy influence. So it makes sense. That's why, you know, that's why billionaires like Jeff Bezos buy newspapers as well.
Yeah, and we do thank you for watching today, and we're sorry about the glitches and the crunchiness today. And you know, we're going to work on it and see if we can get a couple of AI robots to go in there and tinker a little bit and see if they can fix whatever unfixed, and see if maybe some of the people from the government reached out and just turned it off. Anyway, we do thank you for watching Kelowna Now. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with your show.